Hi, I'm Isaac and you're watching Isaac's Bushcraft and Survival. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of the simplest tarp shelters that you can make. So let's get started. Okay, so obviously the first thing we're going to need for our shelter is a tarp. As you can see, I'm on a little bit of a slope, which makes it a little bit more challenging. This is one of those shelters you'd preferably want to build on flat, even surfaces. And by the time we're all said and done with it, it's going to look kind of similar to a teepee. I'm going to try to unwind this and get this tied up. What we're going to do is we're going to tie it up pretty high up on the tree. And I'll show you the reason for that after a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to tie it up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stake it out in all of the eye holes on this tarp around. And it'll look, like I said, similar to a teepee. So I'm gonna try and get this unwound. This is a 10 by 12 foot tarp. So might be a little bit challenging. And we're just gonna tie it up here like that. I need to get some rope here. We're just gonna tie it up pretty tight up here. So that way it stays attached to the tree here. Let's put it up a little bit higher here. And you can go around it again if you prefer, but I'm just doing a simple knot just to show you guys. But as you can tell, we have the tarp suspended here. Then what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try and stake down each of these ends. And I don't know, we'll see how well this goes. But the next thing I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to be carving some stakes so we can stake it down. So I'm going to get those carved and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I got our stakes carved. They're not super strong. They're just some quick stakes that I made just to show you guys how this works. If I wanted it stronger, I would, use live wood or something like that. But as you can see, I got it tied up over on that tree. As you can tell, it's a little taut though. So what we're going to do is we got one of our corner eye holes right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to pull it as tight as we can, and we're going to stake it down right here. Good and firm. So as you can see, sorry about all the plants, but as you can see, it's staked down good. It's tighter than it was up there, as you can see. It's a lot tighter. So we're going to go down. We're going to stake down the other end because as you can see, it's taut. So we're just going to put our stake in the eye hole again. We're going to pull this tight and see where we can stake it at here. Kind of gets a little challenging with rocks and other stuff. But as you can see, that changed our tarp shelter magnificently. I mean, look, you can see it's super, super tight. So all that rain that hit it will run off. Another thing too is, as you can see, this is the front. So basically, if you wanted to, you could tie this. So you see there's this flap here. Sorry, my angles are hard to catch here. But as you can see, there's the flap here. You can flip that over the top like so. And there's the inside of the shelter. If you really wanted to, obviously you can see this is flappy here. You could literally just tie that around the tree, and that makes it very simple. So as you can see, we tied it up there. I know it doesn't look super strong. It depends on the knot you use, but as you can tell, you got a good area there. Like I said, this works best with the 10-foot tarp or 12-foot tarp because it's bigger, you get more area. And the nice thing is you can just flip this down, tie it onto that tree right over here if you wanted, and you got your shelter. So I'll just give you a little quick tour here, provided I don't trip. So yeah, basically you can just tie that to the tree there. That'll make it very strong and sturdy, and it'll kind of give you almost a door. But what's great about this shelter is you're surrounded on all sides. So rain, even if it was blowing hard, won't get into your shelter because you're surrounded on all sides by tarp. Because you got this side here, you got this side over here. You can have your campfire right where my backpack is if you wanted. And there's a little bit of extra rope there that I didn't cut off. And then you got that side. So it's a perfect spot. And I'm going to show you where you'll be sleeping at inside and how it looks as far as lying in it and sleeping in it. But no, it's a good idea for tarp shelter. It's a pretty simple one. I mean, it doesn't get more simple than just tying it to the tree and staking it down on each of the corners. So the nice thing is you can change this to how you would like it to be. There's a lot of different varieties or ideas you can use. I mean, it's mostly just about using your imagination. The only thing I'd say about this is make sure you use a smaller tree like this, because it just makes it easier to tie your shelter to. I'd avoid large trees because of lightning if it does start raining or something. Small trees, you'll probably be fine compared to, like, let's say larger ones like that one all the way up there. So it's just something to be aware of if you do a shelter like this. Just make sure that you use a small tree so you don't get struck by lightning, and also so you can tie it easier. And I'm going to show you an inside shot of me basically lying in it. So okay, so as you can see, I mean, I got this extra rope here. I need to get that out of the way. But I can just literally lift this up, go in, sleep inside it. Now I'm super comfortable. It's nice shelter. I mean, you have the rain. Like I said, the rain rolls off this way, rolls off if it hits the shelter tarp here. It just falls down from the side. Yeah, it's a great shelter. Yeah, it's a very good shelter to use. Like I said, it's very simple. That's the key thing. Because in survival, you preferably want very simple shelters that you can set up like that. Because you don't want to spend hours setting up a shelter because it's, you know, a survival situation. So it's just great shelter to use. I advise you guys to try it out. It works really well. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.